back on the Lancia Zagato for this episode, and it'll be a nice little basic bottom patch repair up and through the boot. So the boot is in pretty good condition all the way through. The skin's looking okay, a little bit of lead work, old lead work that's in it, and hopefully the inner skin's not too rusted, or I'll be doing an outer skin as well. But on the inside, it's rusted all the way through here. So as normal, be starting off with a paper pattern, marking this out, cut some steel out, and then turning some edges. That'll be turned down, needs stretching up through it, and then that edge will be turned back. So we'll get into it and start making this little basic repair here in the bottom of the boot skin. Alright, so I've marked out this line off the paper pattern onto here, and I've set that back 30 mil and then flipped it over, marked it out with the dividers on the back side at 30 mil. Then I've got this line, and I'll tip that line over here on the bead roller. There is plenty of other ways you can tip that line. You can do it with grips or do it on a dolly, that sort of thing. So I will turn that edge and then probably stretch it out a little bit and match it to the curvature that is when I turn that edge, because that's going to want to come in. So I'll tweak that a little bit, and then we'll mark out that depth and then bring that lip back the other way. So we'll get into that, do that, and look at lining it up, unpeeling that skin off, and then going from there. Curvature is pretty on point. There's a lot of surface rust, but it's not pitted, so that's good. Bottom panel is made. Here's the new one. Here's the old one. And fortunately, the bottom of the tailgate's actually looking really good. There is no pitting through there. There's a lot of surface rust, so I'll clean that up, rust treat it, get some paint on it. But it looks like the water has sat, as this boot lid's been shut like that, the water's sat inside this bit, and that's really rusted out. So that's no good. There is a couple of tabs on here that holds this little bracket in. So I'm going to sandblast this bracket, get that cleaned up, retap the threads that's in it, put a few new little rubber blocks that are there. I think those rubber blocks just sit there to sort of hold that bracket up so it's not falling. And then these little tabs here acts like a cage so that can move around for the latch. That end is super rusted out and had to go anyway, so that's no good, but the new one's good. I'll make a couple little brackets, spot weld those on, and then I've left that so when that goes in there, that can spot weld up on this lip and then fold that lip back over onto the return lip here, and then that'll make for a nice little finish for this tailgate here. Fully repaired, all the rust is gone, and I'll treat that. So that's a pretty simple repair, doing something like this in a bottom frame that's a similar shape to this, using pretty basic tools, bead roller, shrinker stretcher, hammers and dollies, and the spot welds through here. You can drill holes, MIG them, you don't have to spot weld it. I've spot welded it because it's quicker and easier and I have the tool. So you can do this in different ways. You can do it over a hammer and dolly if you don't have a bead roller, and the shrinker stretcher just makes it easier too. So nice little simple repair, and if you've got something that's a similar shape to that, that's the way I go about it. You can get in there, properly treat the rust that's there, get rid of the old stuff, make for a nice little job here. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.